Hello back again, Mrs. Dickens. This is the third time this week. What is the problem now?
Watch your damn mouth. If you talked that way to your elder back when I was yonder, you would be left outside in the freezing cold until your fingers turned purple as a plum and detached themselves from your freezing hands. I am back again cause the medicine you gave me for my backache caused me to sinisterly dismember the neighbor's cat until the sick stench of the cat woke the whole neighborhood up. Now I have a lawsuit against me. You need to prescribe me a different medicine.
What are you talking about, Mrs. Deakins? I have done none of it. Since when did you have backache? The only thing you have is a dried up old pussy and you're senile. I didn't prescribe any medicine to you.
What? No. I can assure you, my woman parts, that it rather not say are not dried up as it may seem. I drop a pint of brandy and Alka-Seltzer on it every day to keep my machinery down there working. I do not like you spreading nasty rumors about me. You did give me the damn medicine cause I recall you visiting my house last night to come over for some late night delight with old Mrs. Dickens. And that's where you gave me the pills.
What the fuck are you talking about, you old witch? I would never have intercourse with a patient. It's in the handbook.
Fuck the handbook. You know you want to get with this old cougar. Ruh. Meow. Ooh, I'm a kitty. Meow. Now come here and give me some sugar.
Mrs. Deakins, are you feeling okay? Let me run some tests on you to see if you're deathly ill.
Whatever you say, Tiger. As long as you thoroughly examine me. I'm a sick girl.
As your gynecologist, I have found some serious things wrong with your vagina. It seems that you have some sort of rapidly mutating organism down there. From the looks of it, the thing has morphed into a beast that we here have no word to describe it as. It's like it's protecting your vagina from any sort of outsider. We shall call it Pillow Pants, the pussy troll.
Oh dear heavens.
Yes, it's pretty bad. As well as Pillow Pants, we found skeletons of rabbits, parrots, and a full-grown man's skeleton in there. Mrs. Dickens, how did you manage to fit those inside?
Oh dear Lord. Always bringing up the past again, Doctor. When are you gonna bring up our future? You know, me and you. When are you gonna pop the question?
Never. For God's sake, Mrs. Deakins, please stop trying to seduce me. Now switching topics. You're gonna need to be put into a disease rehabilitation center to learn how to live with Pillow Pants.
Are you sure that's all you found in my cooch?
Honestly. If you don't shut your fucking trap, you old rotting piece of wrinkly mold, I will shock your crusty vagina flaps with fucking defibrillators into your heart jumps out of your chest, and I will grab it and directly inject hazardous chemicals into it so you immediately drop dead and do the whole world a huge favor. Now then, are you willing to go to the rehabilitation clinic?
Harsh words, Doc. But my vagina needs a jolly old jolt if you catch my fuckhole fumes. Now then, I will not proceed to go to one of those Harish dying zones. My dear friend Queen Abs went there after post-war trauma and drug usage from the battle with Sack Toucher. The doctors were so violent there that she begged that she was killed in the war with Sack Toucher. First, to teach her not to use drugs. They first filled up a pit with every drug mixed and 1 billion AIDS crawling needles in it. Then they just pushed her in and sheared AIDS needles sticking out of every part of her body. Then once the drugs hit her, she went ballistic. She began by gnawing off her own foot and drank her own bone marrow. It was sick. After she was cured of her drug problem, she had to get the post-war trauma fixed. So they put her in a room with a crazy, mentally insane post-war patient as well. The post-war patient had flashbacks of the battle in the stricken streets of poverty. There was mutilation, abortions, extortions, cannibalism, necrophilia, and last but not least brutal to fatal rapings. all of which the patient performed on Queen Mabs, to the point where she only had one of the 5 senses left. That would be hearing. So much pain was brought to her that she just couldn't feel any more. Then she was locked in a dark abyss where she just lied with just a head and half a torso. And that's the last I've heard of her. So none of your shenanigans, please. I'm just not going.
Wow. That's a tragic story. But I could really not give a shit. You know what, you can keep your disease, cause I would love to see you die a horrible death. You are probably the most satanic person I've ever met in my life. And talking to you is like getting my dick slowly chopped off with cardboard paper. Your presence makes me want to take a microwave strap on my head and boom. I killed myself. I don't know what I've done to deserve a patient as torturous as you, but I know one thing: I must have committed one hell of a sin to piss God off that badly. Leave. Leave my goddamn office right now before I strangle you to death with the saliva of a 3-year-old HIV patient.
Bye, Doc. Can't wait to see you next week for my weekly test. Ta-ta.
Oh dear God, here we go again.